What's up, everybody? It's YouTube Wrestling Champion of the World Champion Series. Welcome back to another vlog, but this is Survivor Series predictions. That's right. We are now doing Survivor Series. As Survivor Series is tonight in a couple hours. The kickoff will be starting off in a few hours. The pay-per-view will be starting. When it hits 5 o'clock, the kickoff will be starting, and at 7 o'clock, the show begins, and at 11:30 it ends. But we are off the rails as we just finished NXT TakeOver War Games last night, and it was one hell of a show. We had Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno in an unexpected impromptu match, which was very short. We had Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, which was a very fast-paced match, but it should have gone on longer since it was 2 out of 3. And we have Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black, which was one incredible match. It was fast-paced. It was an amazing match. Then we had almost a guaranteed match of the night that could be potential match of the year between Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream. And then we had the most incredible, almost one of the most incredible cage matches of the year in War Games, as the Undisputed Era took on the one and only Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and War Raiders in War Games, which was an amazing match where we had Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and War Raiders beat the Undisputed Era in a highly anticipated match and in high fashion. Aleister Black beat Johnny Gargano. Tommaso Ciampa retained the NXT title again. And we had Matt Riddle knock out Cassius Ohno real quick, and we had Shayna Baszler retain the NXT Women's Championship. But we are here to do Survivor Series predictions because this is the Big Four. This is one of the Big Fours, and it's the final Big Four pay-per-view of the year. Then we have TLC in a couple weeks. Then we have the Royal Rumble in January. We have Fastlane and Elimination Chamber, I'm pretty sure, in February, March. And then we have WrestleMania at MetLife Stadium. So let's get on to our predictions. First up, we have, because I'm looking at a computer monitor right now, so we're going to do it from the kickoff all the way to the matches that will kick off the show to the main events. So we have the kickoff, the tag team traditional 10-on-10 Survivor Series elimination match, tag team traditional Survivor Series elimination match. We have Team Raw, which is made up of Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, who won a battle royal to become captains, versus with the B team, the Revival, Lucha House Party, and the Ascension, versus Team SmackDown, which is captained by the Usos, with the New Day, the Club, Sanity, and the Clones, which is going to be a heck of a match to kick off a night. I would say SmackDown gets this win. Usos, New Day, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Sanity, and the Clones. You just need the three. You need Sanity, the New Day, and the Usos. That's basically all SmackDown is, and it's basically that. The only thing they're doing a rivalry right now with the Revival and Lucha House Party. Not gonna compromise. The Ascension hasn't been on TV in a while. B Team hasn't been on TV for a while. I'm pretty sure, no, Curtis Axel or Bodehouse didn't have an injury. It was Matt. Bobby Roode, Chad Gable started going up, but they beat the Revival and the Ascension last time they competed. The only thing that might be the downfall of SmackDown is the Clones. The Club would be really good to see keep going, but I say SmackDown wins, and Usos and Sanity are sole survivors. Next up, we go on to the main show where we have the Cruiserweight Champion, Buddy Murphy, take on Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. And this one was a very hard thing to pick because I see a lot of potential in Mustafa Ali. But I would think Buddy Murphy will retain. Buddy Murphy will retain because there's so much he can still do. Unlike Cedric Alexander when it was Super Showdown. When it was Super Showdown, Buddy Murphy won. One, it was in his hometown. Two, Cedric really didn't have anything else to do. And I think Buddy Murphy's just like a contemporary champion until they figure out stuff for Cedric Alexander to do. And then Mustafa Ali's probably going to win at the Rumble or WrestleMania. So we'll see how it goes. That's what I think. Mustafa Ali's probably going to win at WrestleMania or something with a Spanish Fly. So, for now, Buddy Murphy retains the Survivor Series. Next, we kick on to the champion versus champion matches. We have the Raw Tag Team Champions, AOP, Authors of Pain, with Drake Maverick versus the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, The Bar, with The Big Show. I gotta go with AOP. No, now, Big Show's gonna be in The Bar's corner, but I still see AOP still getting the hang of it. Drake Maverick's gonna be in their corner, and it's gonna be one contested fight to the finish, but AOP's got this. If Big Show interferes in this, then it's going to be a close call, but AOP's got this. Next, we have the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion on SmackDown. I have to go with Shinsuke Nakamura, and one of the reasons why is Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is going to probably distract them, plus his mind's not set because he just saw the vest being burned by the oil drum, and then Seth's going to have a match with Dean. And then Shinsuke is going to get like a low blow and a Kinshasa. Seth's not going to win this, and if he does, I'll be surprised. But I still am going to be rooting for Seth. But it's going to be Nakamura. Next, we're going to go on to the 5-on-5 traditional elimination Survivor Series matches for the women. We have Team Raw, which is Nia Jax, Ruby Riott, Mickie James, Natalya, and Tamina, versus Team SmackDown, which is Asuka, Naomi, Carmella, Sonya Deville, and a person to be contended because it was Charlotte. But Charlotte we'll get on to in a little bit. Now this one's still hard for me to do because it all depends on if I knew who was the person who's going to be contesting in the match for SmackDown, I would have my pick, because SmackDown was my original pick. But because I don't know who the person is, Raw is the only thing I say. But I'm going to be hugely wrong on this as soon as it hits. If it's Nikki Cross or a legend, SmackDown wins. If it's Lana, Mandy Rose, or somebody, Raw wins. If SmackDown wins, the final people are going to be Asuka and the one member to be determined. It just depends on who's going to be. It could be Sasha, it could be Bayley. Plus, Sasha and Bayley are components in this. Riot Squad's all components into this. Riot Squad's going to be involved probably in this match. So that's why I'm saying Raw is probably going to win. It's probably going to be Nia Jax and Tamina. Maybe Ruby Riott. Now we're going to move on to the men. On Raw, we have Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley. Versus Team SmackDown, we have The Miz, Shane McMahon, Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, and the person replacing Daniel Bryan, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Now, this one I'm kind of harder against because Jeff's a good component in this match, and it would be great because he's probably going to eliminate at least a few of these guys. I'm pretty sure Miz, Joe, and Jeff are probably going to eliminate at least a few of these guys. But Braun, Dolph, Balor, Lashley, and Ziggler all on one team would be an indestructible team. Like, Braun last year eliminated like 3 guys all in one shot. They eliminated them all in one shot. He eliminated Nakamura, Orton, and I'm pretty sure not Shane. Shane was eliminated by Triple H. Cena was eliminated by Angle. Bobby Roode. It was Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura that he eliminated last year in their Survivor Series match. So it's kind of hard, but I'm going to say Braun and Drew, sole survivors for Team Raw, as Team Raw goes on to victory, as I believe that's what's going to happen. By the way, just to let you guys know, I'm not sponsored by WWEshop.com or WWE, but if you guys want to go and get a belt like this, the United Kingdom Championship that I got, you can go on to WWEshop.com It's list. They have prices. Survivor Series are probably gonna have a discount code for some savings. They always have discount savings for any T-shirts or anything on Raw and SmackDown, or for 205 Live or something. They always have a promo code you can do to save up money. There's T-shirts on there for guys in NXT, Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and whoever you guys want, or championship belts, stuff for babies, stuff for women, men, children. For any of you guys who want, go to WWEshop.com for everything. But Team Raw, Braun, Drew. So we're going to recap what we said real quick. The men, I say Raw wins, Braun and Drew as the sole survivors. SmackDown, Raw probably will win with Nia Jax and Tamina, maybe Ruby Riott as our sole survivor. Champion vs. Champion Nakamura wins against Seth Rollins. AOP beats the Bar. Buddy Murphy retains his Cruiserweight title. Team SmackDown wins with Usos and Sanity as sole survivors. And now we go on to the two biggest champion versus champion matches of the night, where we will have a dream match where, unfortunately, Becky Lynch will not be competing against Ronda Rousey, as Ronda Rousey is Raw Women's Champion, but Becky Lynch got a straight-up punch to the face with a broken nose and a fractured jaw, and no, it's not a fractured jaw, a broken nose, and a couple concussions that forces her not to compete against Ronda Rousey tonight at Survivor Series, but we do have a replacement in Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair will not be on Team SmackDown, which would have guaranteed SmackDown's victory against the women. But I say Ronda Rousey will beat Charlotte one-on-one, and this will be a really good contestant as it's Raw versus SmackDown. We'll just see how this goes. But I feel like Raw will win this 5-2, even though it's probably going to go 4-3. But we will see. And then last but not least, what would have been Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. Unfortunately, we are going two heels for the price of one. We have the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, which would have been Roman Reigns if he didn't have his leukemia right now, versus WWE Champion, Daniel Bryan. Don't get me wrong, I'm all over for Daniel Bryan, but after what he did to AJ, and after ending AJ's title reign, I'm saying Brock's going to kill Daniel Bryan. And Miz might come out to try to help, but I'm going to say Daniel Bryan wins this all the way. Not Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar. I want to see Daniel Bryan win it, just to see how funny it's going to be. But I'm going to say Brock Lesnar wins this. A few suplex, but Raw wins 5-2. It cannot be any more possible. Raw's brand has been more dominant. For SmackDown, it's tag teams. For the men, I'm in between. For people, that's why SmackDown versus Raw and the men's matches were kind of hard. But for the women, it's always Raw. Raw has better competitiveness in the women. You got Sasha Banks, Bayley, Bliss. You got Alicia Fox. You got Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Ember Moon. And then I don't know why Ember Moon was not doing this. This was kind of crap. Oh, I was going to say Ember Moon for Raw, but no, it's not going to happen. If Natalya isn't competing for Raw, Ember Moon's going to replace her, but it's probably not going to happen. But for SmackDown, there is pretty good, but I just thought about Carmella doing dance breaks, and all of a sudden I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen. If Charlotte was still on the team for SmackDown, we would have won. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe for this. I feel pretty confident with these picks, but we'll see how it goes. So until then, stay tuned in for Survivor Series live on the WWE Network. If you start now, Survivor Series is free. Along with TLC, you get 1 month free for WWE Network, and it's just $9.99 a month. For the entire $9.99 a month for every month. You get every pay-per-view from 1985, from WCW, ECW, from WWE, from the first WrestleMania to now. You get tonight for Survivor Series, you get NXT TakeOver War Games that happened last night, NXT UK, 205 Live, the Mixed Match Challenge, 205 Live, and everything you can imagine. So subscribe to the WWE Network, and thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you later. Shock the system.